Hi, I'm in my backyard. Dan is painting my house purple. He already did the front and the side, and now he's doing the back. And costing a lot of money, but hey, do you think I should live in a white house? Seriously. Anyway, I'm going to read some poems in the backyard here. It's nice. It's a little windy. And most of these poems are new. A couple are a little older ones. So I am going to, let me see if I can get closer here. There, that's better. Read these to you. Anyway, the first one's called The Moonbeam Ball. This is an older one. I've probably read before, I can't remember. She tried on a yellow chrysanthemum, but it was too short. The blue foxglove made her look like Granny Heller, and that definitely wasn't going to happen. She sucked slowly on the marinated mouse bones until the marrow was gone, and then threw them one by one on top of the tiny piles at her feet. The wooden chimes blew in the soft breeze, reminding her of the clattering bones on the ground. She put on her hat of crow's feathers and stood up fast, shaking off some rogue bones, mouse bones that didn't make the piles. She was not in the mood. The moonbeam ball was that night. Finally, she decided on a purple daylily, knowing full well that past midnight, the dress would be wilted and withered like Cinderella and her pumpkin. Dan goes up and down that like 50 sometimes a day. He works really hard. He's doing a great job too. If you need him to paint your house, let me know. I'll give you the info. Anyway, next one is Lorraine Sells Ice Cream. Lorraine owns the ice cream shop, Piermont Creamery in Nyack too, in Piermont. And she's great, and I wrote this about her. Lorraine sells ice cream. Lorraine sells ice cream from the animals in the zoo. Rhinoceros mint chip, monkey paw vanilla, lion's tail butterscotch. Lorraine wears a diamond skirt loaned from the Queen of Bhutan, embroidered with the animals living in the zoo. They run off for him, these animals they do, and race back to the jungle, roaring and yipping and tumbling, singing songs loudly and way out of tune. They bathe in a marmalade stream, dress up in top hats and chiffon. They feast on ripe turtleberries and chomp on bitter Viking leaves. And when their tummies are full, they lay in the sun all day dreaming. Dreaming of a driftwood boat 1,000 miles long, sailing to unknown lands on a calm chocolate sea. And when the moon is just right, they grow a marvelous garden of understanding and kindness on this wooden ship, wrapping the garden around a glittering city of sand and shells. And this is where they live forever and forever and forever deep in your heart. Lorraine sells ice cream from the animals in the zoo. Okay, the next one is called Mordova. I wrote this years ago, but I thought it's a little dark. I thought I'd read it just to mix things up. Mordova. The heavens felt ill today. It was Mordova, crusty and spiky like a black thorny star, like a bald-faced vulture hovering over the dead. For today she had a mission. She took her blackened heart and locked it in a suitcase. She dove through the planets, sailing through Pluto and Jupiter, resting a moment on Saturn's rings. She wove a cape of stars from the Milky Way and drank arsenic with the man in the moon. Then, all at once, she swooped towards Earth, scattering seraphs in her wake. Dangling a long, gnarled finger, she scried with a malignant eye into a lake. The eye twinkled, her reptilian lip curled, for she had spied the saddest soul, and without a thought, plucked it up and swallowed it whole. How's Dan doing? He does the trim, the dark purple trim first, and then he does the body of the house. Okay, this next one is called Lorca, is after one of my favorite poets, Lorca. So if you don't know him, you should look him up. He's great. Lorca. I sleep in a sea of my poems. Lorca prances by, riding bareback on an Andalusian stallion, In heaven's woods amongst the stars, deer and unicorns swap horns and stories of yore. We sew our monkey tails back on and swing through the purple mist, through the sweet-smelling sage, above the haunting bells of the lost goat herd and the keen eye of the astronomer. A dandelion's roar echoes out to sea. A wild beast with googly eyes peeks out from the forest glade, and our hair grows long and wild. We braid it with our toes. And when the moon goes out and the sun turns on, with sleepy heads, we head the long way home and delight. And the last one I wrote is dedicated to my cat Gink. It's like a little lullaby. It rhymes. I don't usually write in rhymes. I prefer not to, but this one seemed appropriate. It's called Sleepy Time Poem. I know the moon is of emerald glass, for at bedtime it calls to me. I saddle up my unicorn, its steed bluer than the sea. Its bridle made of rubies and diamonds fits softly over its brow. And we fly in sweeps and swoves, passing by, hey diddle diddle's cow. The moonlight shines a secret of dreams on our glittery hooves, and the stars are no match for the moon's green glow as we steer through heaven's woods. We arrive too late. The wolves are in bed. Lady Moon is fast asleep. So we turn around. Now back at home, I count 1,000,000 sheep. Good night. So that's it. Anyway, I just thought it'd be cool to do this outside instead of inside because it's so beautiful. And I had to get the purple house on. How's he doing? How's he doing on the trim there? Anyway, as I said, how could I live in a White House? I mean, seriously. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.